Now we shift to menstrual synchrony, another way the menses were studied. In 1971, Menstrual Synchrony and Suppression was published by Martha McClintock. She was a graduate student at Radcliffe, and she noticed in the ladies' locker room, the ladies' bathroom, that the trash cans filled with menstrual pads, used pads, and were overflowing certain times of the month, and other times of the month, the trash cans weren't overflowing. And just like a pattern recognizing person, she said, I wonder if something's going on. She did a profound set of studies and showed that women who live together begin to menstruate together at the same time of the month. She didn't ask if that time was at the moon, but I met her at Penn when I entered graduate school, and she was completing. I said, Martha, how did you get your work done? And she told me about the trash cans in the ladies' locker room. She was just observing what was going on around her the way Darwin was observing what went on around him. And what Heraclitus, had anyone ever hear of Heraclitus? Oh, he said in the 6th century BC that matter and energy cannot be created and cannot be destroyed. He figured that out. It just keeps changing, keeps changing. So Martha did that. Olfactory influences on the human menstrual cycle by 1980 was considered to be the cause of menstrual cycle synchrony, that something in the smell was causing women to synchronize together. Human axillary excretions influence women's menstrual cycles, the role of donor extract from females. We figured it out in 1986. I'll take you to those studies to show you. And by 1999, and look at from 1971 to 1999, Weller published a paper showing there was also menstrual synchrony in a sample of working women. Women who work together in close quarters start to menstruate at the same time of the month. They synchronize to each other. Now, what that will all have to do with a sex attractant is going to become clear soon, I hope. This was my first study. It was a pilot study as a psychology graduate student. I left Ursinus, tried to get accepted into 2 graduate schools, but told the truth that I only was available 20 hours a week. And both Bryn Mawr and the other place said, that's very nice, it was nice to meet you, but we don't take graduate students who only have 20 hours a week to work. So I didn't get into Bryn Mawr, but I did get into Penn a year later, and using a different approach. And I started in the psychology graduate program, and they were there in that program very into rat sex. They were studying how rat sex could be studied in a cage where you had drop a female in a cage and the males always behaved in exactly the same way.